Sorry about that. So, why do you do it now? Because the concept of heaven does not have any of the qualities that this civilization has. None. Yet you expect to die and go to that heaven. It's not going to happen. It doesn't happen. It's that heaven and hell thing is a long-term effect. If you reincarnate enough times, you ascend to another level of being. That's what you consider heaven. If you don't do that, if you don't ascend, eventually the civilization dies, and all souls get brought back onto the pool of creation, which is hell. But it's not eternity. What happens is that you then have to start over again. It's like, third graders getting, fourth graders getting brought back down to kindergarten, and then all over again, because you never passed fourth grade. You kept on getting left back on fourth grade. So at that point, it's that if you keep on getting left back on fourth grade in this system of reincarnation, then eventually there's nothing else you can do. So there's nothing else other than do than to bring you back down to the pool of creation and wait for your creator to create another civilization that your soul is then going to. Yeah, there's a problem with this. You see, everything in the universe works perfectly and in line with that perfection that the universe is toward, except the human race. The human race is not perfect. The human race is flawed, and because it's flawed, then the souls that come in also become flawed and do not ascend past certain level. There's different dimensions, there's different realities, there's different things here create that are not just this human race. We're just part of other ones. You are just part of other ones, and but this one is one that has a specific quality that the human soul needed to overcome to be able to ascend. Some get past it, but a fraction of the ones that should get past. The rest are all stuck in this eternal kind of like cycle of birth and death until the civilization is eventually wiped away. That's what's happened in civilizations in the past. So the story of Christ itself, as I said, did not have disciples, did not have, there's no group of people that come down, ascended, and then all believe in this one person to the point where they then become disciples of this person and go around and follow him around and then study with him and become eventually becomes a religion. That's not the way this works. Souls are brought down, as I am, as other star seeds are, brought down to help, and then, in most cases in this civilization, they're discovered and halted, stopped, one way or the other, stopped. They get to a point and then they're crucified or shot or whatever it is that happens to them. Or they're pulled away from what their purpose is and stuck in the money situation. Where they now have to choose, do I believe in all this crap about being those purpose stuff and how it's supposed to change things, or hey, I'm making good money now, so fuck all that, And that's where the civilization is stuck. So the point I wanted to make with the Jews story is that these books were written 2,000 years ago by men. Jesus didn't write them. God didn't write them. Men wrote them. And the men had a alternative motive. They saw how well the Jewish religion was running. So they said, you know what? Let's make this guy into the Messiah. Even though I don't believe there is no Messiah. Jesus isn't going to say, I'm the Messiah. I'm the Son of God, the only Son of God out here. No, he was trying to explain reincarnation. He was trying to explain that we're all a part of this higher plane. We're all fractals of God. We're all pieces of God. But in a sense, we're not. I am solely not. That was specifically put in because the Jews were expecting a Messiah, and the disciples who then wrote the book disciples. Disciples who then ended up writing the books. Wrote themselves in as disciples. They all agreed to it. And the ones that wrote the books, all the others agreed to it, and the other captains put in as disciples. Now there are. I remember I tell a story about Jesus dying and going to South America with Mary, and that is all true as well. But those people, it was Peter and someone else. Jesus was also involved as well. They were not disciples. They were just actors. They were just paid people to do what they needed to do to make the story real enough so that a group of people believed this, and then they were able to go and write a book. And then later, spread. But no matter what, the whole concept and story of Christ represents, back then you chose greed over spirituality, and today you choose greed over spirituality again. And that, when I mean everything, even the spiritual community that uses money. Oh, but there's the other exchange. It's not money. It's a barter exchange. It's like, you do something for me, I do something for you. Whatever it is, man. It is the concept of somehow profiting off of something that you're doing that should be free. Then is corrupted. And again, if the moon started charging us to do the tides, if the sun started charging us, if the universe started charging us for freaking whatever it does to sustain, for us to sustain life on this planet, then it would not work. Eventually, it would all die away. As the civilizations eventually all going to die away. So, the story of Christ is a story of an ascended master that came back down, requested by the Creator to help a civilization at one point avoid something that was going to happen way in the future. About 2,000 years, 2,100 years in the future. And so you got lots of time for them to realize what they were doing. And still to this day, you have not realized what you're doing. It's actually become worse because now technology is involved and everything else is involved in spreading money one way or the other. The concept of money, whether it's currency, whether it's coins, whether it's whatever it is that values human life with a price tag and that you consider more valuable than human life and planetary life, that is the thing that originated from a place where you consider hell. You would consider a place where that is controlling the evolutionary process, and that is the purpose of this civilization, to overcome that. Of all the civilizations, all the different dimensions that the Creator has put life into, and seeing life evolve, you're one of the only ones that were challenged, because you were supposed to be much more advanced than you are now. Challenged with the obstacle of overcoming something that's so powerful right now in your civilization that in plain sight you can't do it. I mean, just look at the comments that people are putting on my Facebook page when I post them. They're just, you're crazy, you're stupid, go get help. How this is how is this ever gonna happen? Money's been around all the time. Money's not been around all the time. Money was introduced at one point of your evolutionary process to destroy you. And it has succeeded. And it has succeeded